Hey, what's up everybody, it's your boy Proftrof, and today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. This is a game review from what was this fucking dude's name? SsethTzeentach. I think I've seen like a video of his, and I think he's hilarious if he's the guy I remember him being. Let's make this a little bit smaller. Let's go back a little bit. Hey, perfect boy. And he's reviewing one of my fucking all-time favorite games, Recettear. It's basically like you run a shop and it's fucking cool.
Hey people, Seth here. Have you ever watched one of those sad documentaries about the living conditions of sweatshop workers in Thailand and thought to yourself, those poor people, they make products that sell for hundreds, yet they earn a single dollar for their labor. That's terrible. Those workers are clearly overpaid. I'd pay them half. Then I've got exactly the game for you. Recettear, released in 2007 and translated from Mandarin Chinese in 2010. On the surface, Recettear is a game about...
Hey yo, I'm pretty sure this dude is Mongolian. What the fuck do you mean? Yo, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is a dude. I think this is a Mongolian dude, and I think he's doing Mongolian throat singing in this video. I'm pretty sure I've seen this video. And this dude is crazy talented, and that shit is fucking awesome. I don't...
in 2010. On the surface, Recettear is a game about the true merchant experience of being a professional shill. As such, it resonates.
No, the game is about you being a fucking slave. You're a little girl in this game. Your dad is a bum that has amounted a huge fucking debt. He runs away, and you have a fucking fairy that comes over, and she's like, bitch, we're gonna kill you if you don't give us the money. So you start earning money by working as a child. Game is fucked up, but it's also
strongly
awesome.
With my own personal belief and culture. Instead of being a random adventuring schmuck that risks their own life and limb to put bread on the table, you play as a child that risks their very soul by venturing into the most dangerous, cutthroat, and oppressive arena of all, the arena of business. However, beneath the surface, Recettear is also...
What type of business is this, my boy? What type of business is this, Seth? Send me the pigs, bro.
However, beneath the surface, Recettear is also a social commentary on whether or not it's ethically acceptable to hold a child financially responsible for her father's debt. Spoiler, in this world, yes, we absolutely can. Now, get to work. Story. The story is very simple. Recette has a father who took a huge loan from the Rothschilds in order to finance his item shop without first reading the fine print or the terms and conditions. Realizing that he has no way of making repayment, he does what most absent fathers do. He heads out of town looking for Coke Vanilla and is never seen again. Immediately after, a loan shark appears. As you figured out from the title, Tyr is the secondary companion in Recettear, and from day one has psychologically engineered Recette into a state of Stockholm Syndrome, thinking that she is somehow friends with her debt repayment supervisor, who is a fantastic, genuine, and warm person, who is entirely ready to throw a child on the street if she doesn't make those deadlines. But don't worry, there's a generous amount of time to settle your debt, an entire calendar month. As such, you have an increasingly high loan to repay each week, or you get evicted and die in poverty. Welcome to Capitalism. Yes. Gameplay.
That is actually the story of the fucking game. You're basically struggling to survive as a child whose only parent is a disgusting piece of shit that ran away after amassing a huge ass debt. It's fucked up, bruh. It's fucked up. I wish the secret ending was we finding that dude, castrating him, cutting his... Okay, I'll stop before...
Here is a high-speed simulation of a capitalist dream or the capitalist nightmare, depending on your personal ability.
Was that fucking ninja? Why?
Dream or the capitalist night.
Yo, why does my boy look like he was fucking crying here? What happened, ninja? Too much fucking Red Bull, bitch.
Depending on your personal ability and genetic factors. For each day, you have a finite resource. It's called time, and there's 4 blocks of time in each day. How you spend it is pivotal to your success. Grabbing inventory from a local merchants guild takes a block. Opening the store for business takes a block. Hiring some schmuck to steal loot from the dungeon. Takes two. Also, he might not come back. Everything in Recettear is measured risk and reward. Your only objective is to pay off a damn loan shark. But you can approach that objective in any way you see fit. Every day is completely randomized, and you can't predict what happens next on the free market. The invisible hand of a free market is told to you through news bulletins, which, to paraphrase, sound like this. Valuable material prices have stabilized. Weapon prices are up. Oh, and also, there's a race riot happening in the north. The news in this game is amazing. These bulletins take place every morning, but they can trigger any time and force a rapid change in your sales strategy. Let's say a news report comes in that the local harvest has failed completely. Food prices are up and people are getting desperate. How can we help? Well, we buy the remaining food supplies, put them on display, and sell them back to the people for a reasonable price. Of course, you can't put a price on feeding your...
A reasonable price? He's selling for 270% of the base price.
family, can you? But, I can. 260% of the base value. Thank you for your business. You don't have an alternative. Other times, you can have a complete lapse of judgment. Buying a commodity in bulk and selling it in high numbers will crash the market. Prices hit rock bottom, and until they correct, you better have a backup plan, or you're going to be evicted. The act of being a merchant in Recettear is a very personalized experience. You put something on display, you attract a certain kind of clientele. For example, a man haggles much less than a woman. I can easily upmark his purchases to 125% without a single complaint. But the moment I dare charge a housewife 120%, she will immediately haggle me down to 110, despite the fact that women have twice the disposable income to spend compared to men. What did they mean by this? Honey, I had to purchase this Buddhist...
What was that, bro? Is that... Yeah, I was gonna say, was that Plato? Is that actually Plato? Or is that some fucking random sculpture that they've put as Plato? Any female born after 366 BC can't cook. All they know is muck Poseidon's charge the Archimedes mirror to work, be bisexual, eat hot legume, and lie. I need a translator.
What did they mean by this?
Fuck?
Honey, I had to purchase this Buddha statue for $5,000 because it just fit into the decor of our room. Yes, I know food prices have doubled. That's why I took your Fredo bar you were hiding from me under the bed and sold it for $500. Small children are also equally baffling. They go into a bookstore, browse the selection, and then ask me if I have any food. Each successful transaction results in a tiny drop of merchant experience. This is worthless. The only way to level up is stringing together as many transactions as physically possible, allowing you to become a truly powerful merchant until you become semi-successful, and then this bitch shows up. She'll try to scam you with insane prices, and if you don't take it, she'll break your entire combo. Urea? More like urea, because she's an incarnation of human waste. As your merchant levels increase, your options expand, and the game gets increasingly more complex. You can customize the appearance of your store to attract different customers. You can expand the store to hold more items on display. You can fuse dungeon items together for less money, but exponentially more time. You can have customers sell you their garbage.
Okay. So he didn't explain it that well. So you don't only buy shit and sell shit. There is an adventuring portion of the game where you have I think it's 5 different types of adventures you meet during the course of the story, and you can send them out, but you control them in the dungeons. And the better you do, the more shit you get. You can equip them, and they also shop from time to time for themselves, which is pretty cool as well. So you can equip them, but they can also buy their own shit from you. So you can control them, and there is dungeon floors, and the lower you go, the better the stuff you get. So your only option is not just to buy stuff and sell stuff. You can find in the dungeon shit, fuse them, and then sell them, like extra weapons and shit. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fucking cool.
You can agree to take advance orders from customers, only to forget about it until they come screaming the next day. You can even automate the whole process by replacing your entire store with vending machines, eliminating unnecessary human contact and streamlining the process of hands exchanging money. Who needs social distancing when our employees are unpaid, unfeeling golems whose only purpose is to serve you watermelon watermelon at competitive prices. Now, it is traditionally believed that you can't finish this game by staying in town. Bullshit. I finished the game in 2 days of play, and I didn't even need the dungeon. All I needed was
No
some...
fucking way. Huh. I might do a playthrough where I try to do this. Wow. How did he do this shit? He's gonna explain it.
Columns, whose only purpose is to serve you watermelon at competitive prices. Now, it is traditionally believed that you can't finish this game by staying in town. Bullshit. I finished the game in 2 days of play, and I didn't even need the dungeon. All I needed was some interior decoration. Turns out the best customer is your own business rival, because holy shit.
Yeah, this bitch can buy anything at any price. Well, not really anything at any price, but she buys shit at a huge fucking price. She's like your best fucking customer.
She buys everything for 150%. Alouette,
just for
you
150?
are my
That's pretty
MVP. For everyone else, you might have to go into the dungeon. My condolences, because the dungeon is not very good. You go inside, kill
Decent.
monsters, and open chests. Very often, they don't contain items. They contain something to fuck you over in a variety of different ways. Each time you get hit, your main character screams. This happens often, so get used to it. Often, you'll stay in a dungeon until you find something of value to justify spending your time in this god-awful place, which is filled with all manner of fantasy creatures we know and love, such as vegetable, animal, and of course, tentacle. I fucking hate the dungeon. But it's the only place where ingredients drop, and you need these to make fusion items. Some examples are toothpicks, cotton balls, and bat wings, which can be used to make soup. Honestly, anything you encounter down here is not dangerous. They're benign and completely harmless. Imagine robbing the elderly. You wouldn't call them monsters, would you? They're more like walking loot dispensers. Yeah, just cut this part of the script. Once you get their business card, the adventurers do get better. The dungeon, however, does not. It is the same randomly generated grid, copy-pasted several hundred times. But Seth, there's boss fights. Correct. They take about the same amount of time to kill as vegetables. I implore you, become a better merchant today. If not for the love of money, then from the deep.
God, I want femboy girlfriend. Is that really a girlfriend though? It's a femboy, which means it's still a boy. It would be a boyfriend. Okay.
If not for the love of money, then from the deep existential fear of having to go through the equivalent of Dante's Inferno and the 9 circles of hell just to come back with a fucking back scratcher.
Whoa, what did you
Recettear is
do,
a
bro?
very charming little title, and it's quite different from the rest. I find the act of shilling endlessly to be very relaxing, and I think you will too. Even when you finish the main story, there's still more content. It's not much, but Endless Mode lets you experience everything you missed without time constraints. There's a lot of little side stories. Yes, they are wholesome and endearing, but I'm just here for the money. Also, don't stay on the main menu or your ears are going to bleed. If you're a masochist, you can play the Dante Must Die difficulty mode, Survival Hell, where the debt never truly ends. It only keeps increasing until you're financially crushed. Oh, and also, all your progress is gone. Good luck. I give Recettear a 10 out of 10 years ago, back when this game was still relevant. I still play it sometimes to relive my ancestry, so I thoroughly recommend it. Unfortunately, the game never goes on sale. Correction, the game is currently on sale, and $15 for something older than the average Pyrocynical subscriber is unreasonable. Thus, I strongly encourage you to use a VPN and buy the game in Argentinian pesos, which converts roughly to about $3. Also, I'm proud to announce that I'll be streaming on DLive for the next money in pesos, which converts roughly to about $3. Also,
I do not know this game for sure. I do not know this game. I've definitely not played this hentai game before.
I'm proud to announce that I'll be streaming on DLive for the next month. How? Why? Because the Trump of cryptocurrency has bought out the platform, and he made me an offer I couldn't refuse. That's 4 streams of 2 hours, once a week, each Saturday, at the following times. Come and hang out. It'll be fun. We are literally the second biggest stream besides PewDiePie, because we actually have a script. As always, more content to come, so stay tuned. A warm thanks to the many members of the Merchants Guild, generously funding and bankrolling these videos. This one, however, is completely free. You're all truly wonderful. Have a good one.
Yeah, this fucking video was awesome. Okay, we might start doing fucking set reactions every fucking day. This was fucking hilarious. I love this shit, bro. Yo, let me know what y'all think about this. Let me know what y'all think about it. I fucking love this video. And the game is awesome. If you've not played this game, you should play it. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time, everybody. Have a nice fucking day.